Hi there, my name's Joey. I would like to talk to you today about the INFP personality type in concert with the Enneagram and how I think using, these two tools, the Jungian typology and then the Enneagram, we can differentiate and we can strike a clear dichotomy between the two different types of INFPs that really do exist out there in the world. Now you're lucky because I'm one. I'm an INFP, so you have keen insight into me right now and kind of like how it is I do things and how I feel. You can watch my videos. You can kind of see kind of how I work. But the reality is that you can only know so much, and I think the best way to really differentiate between the two types of INFPs is to understand how it is they cope with conflict in their lives. And then, of course, what they would argue as the most important thing to them in their lives. Right? I'm using the Enneagram here to make the difference. So on the one hand, you've got the type 9 INFPs, and then on the other, you have the type 4s. Now, there are, granted, some other, type 6s and type 5-ish INFPs out there. But I think for the most part, most of the time, what you're going to see is type 4, 4.5, 5.4, 4.5, and then type 9. Now, when we really look at these two types, or these different types, they all do one thing in order to get their need met. And that one thing is detach. They are detachment coping style types. So, from a personal, vantage point, this is legitimate for me. My whole life, even in college when I was most social, I found myself getting away and detaching and trying to reconnect with myself and how it is I personally felt, to feel that sense of freedom in my life. Interestingly, type 4s also detach, but it's not for a sense of autonomy or freedom as the type 9 would need, to assert their ego, which is oftentimes so lacking. The type 4 has a stronger sense of ego. They, in fact, seek attention of some kind, and in this crazy way because they're running away. They're not running away, but they're detaching from others in hope that others might seek them out. Seek them out and think of them as being somehow, I suppose, brilliant or artistically creative or special and unique, as the individualist would. So when we take a step back as INFPs and we look at these two styles, they look very similar on the surface, but they are not. They're different. They're very different types. Very different types. And this video is basically about that. And tell me, are you a type 4? Are you a type 9? And do you have any experience with detachment from others? Detachment as being a very, very important part of your life and lifestyle, even at your best. We're not talking about depression and being helpless and therefore being isolated from others and feeling isolated and caught up in the self. We're talking about at your best as an INFP. Do you find yourself detaching quite naturally and there's no real questioning, there's no skepticism behind whether or not you should or should not detach. You just do it because it's just simply what you do. Let me know. Are you a 9? Are you a type 4? And how does this all relate back to being authentic to you? Because that seems to be how we INFPs like to think about things in light of authenticity and value judgments. So I'm sending all my love to my INFPs and the types of people who tend to detach, because I know we're not detaching because we want to be alone. We're detaching because we want to feel more connected with ourselves, right? More connected so that we can create more. We can create more. We can see more. For me, it's to set my own agenda to try and create something. For the type 4, it's to create a beautiful, beautiful work.
So consider this. Consider these differences and tell me what you think. Please, if you watch the video, subscribe, click the like button, send me a message, anything. Love to hear what you think about this dichotomy of the INFP. So have a wonderful day, night, whatever, and be well.